Do you worry your teen is gaining weight quickly or seems hungry all the time? Are you afraid this could lead to prediabetes or diabetes later in life? That's why I created the Healthy Weight Starts with Healthy Habits, a 7-day hormone reset program for teens. In just 7 days, teens begin to understand their hunger signals, learn how to build meals that keep them full longer, improve their sleep habits, and feel more confident making healthy choices. Instead of guessing what to do, your teen will have a clear starting point and simple habits that support their metabolism and long-term health. You can learn more at lifestyleforteens.com/reset.
This is the Lifestyle and Weight Loss for Teens podcast. If you're a mom and want to help your child who is struggling to lose weight, you are in the right place. If you are looking for healthy lifestyle tips, Dr. Gourgari is here to help you understand the science around safe weight loss in teens and children. Because what works for adult weight loss is not always the best for children. This podcast is for educational purposes only. Dr. Gourgari does not provide medical, psychological, or nutrition therapy advice. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat any health problems without consulting your own medical practitioner. And now, your host, Dr. Jenny Gourgari.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Lifestyle and Weight Loss for Teens podcast. This is Dr. Jenny Gourgari, and today I wanted to talk about a great study that gives us a very hopeful message. Let me just tell you the title of the manuscript is Transition of BMI Status from Childhood to Adulthood and Cardiovascular Kidney Metabolic Syndrome in Midlife, a 36-year cohort study. This was published in December 2025 in one of the biggest journals, the Diabetes Care Journal. What the researchers did in this study is they followed children for more than 30 years. So they were following children that they had normal weight, and then they had children that they had overweight. And then they followed them over years, and then they look what happened to these children. We're talking about 1,997, so almost 2,000 kids they were following for more than 30 years until they were in their midlife. And then they looked at what happened to the children that they had normal weight and they stayed normal weight, the children that had normal weight, but then they gained weight when they were adults, and what happened to the children that they had unhealthy weight, and then by the time they were adults, they were healthy weight, which is the most important group in my opinion. So what the researchers found was that children that they had normal weight, but then as adults they became overweight, they had 5 times almost higher risk to develop heart disease, to develop kidney disease, and to develop diabetes and prediabetes. So they were looking at high cholesterol, diabetes, prediabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, all these complications that happen in midlife. They also look at it in children that they were overweight, but then they had become normal weight when they were adults, and the risk was attenuated. So the risk was decreased. And to me, that is like a fascinating result because it says again how important is these early years in life in teenagers to prevent future cardiovascular, metabolic disease, and diabetes, prediabetes, high blood pressure. Body is still developing, has not caused those yet permanent changes, and they have the opportunity to reverse the course of future adverse disease. So it is really a clear, very clear message that early intervention, when it's done in children, it can prevent future complications. It is not too late to start now, because everything we do it not only because we want to look beautiful, which of course is important, particularly when you're a teenager, but more importantly, what I care about as a pediatric endocrinologist is to reduce the risk, the future risk of diabetes, to reduce the future risk of strokes, to reduce the future risk of heart attack. So all these conditions improve the cholesterol, improve the blood pressure, improve the kidney disease, the cardiovascular and metabolic health can be reversed when teenagers and kids that are in unhealthy weight manage to get into healthy weight, and by developing those healthy habits they can prevent themselves from all those future complications. I think this is an important message to take away from this, because oftentimes I see like people may get disappointed if they don't get the results right away, but no, there is a big point. The point is that all those things in early life are reversible. Like you can still have the opportunity to decrease the future risk. You just have to start now. You have to start slowly. You have to start by building a healthy lifestyle in a way that doesn't feel that this is a diet. We don't want a restrictive diet. We don't want to do something that is only for 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months. We want this to be a lifestyle. We want this to be a new approach. Another thing I would like to talk about is something that I think can be misinterpreted when people listen to that, is this phrase of healthy at any size. Because I see a lot of teenagers that can have prediabetes, can have high blood pressure, can have even diabetes. I want to point out that just because there is not a health problem today, that doesn't mean there is not an increased risk for you in the next 10 to 20 years. Because teenagers most times don't have high blood pressure. Teenagers most time don't have diabetes. Teenagers most times don't get strokes and heart attacks. However, the process can be ongoing and it can take years and years to develop. So you may be doing your exams and think that everything is normal, so you can continue to be in an unhealthy trajectory. However, you don't know what will happen down the road. And that's why we do research. That's why research has shown the increased risk of diabetes, prediabetes, high blood pressure, and all those things that can happen if nothing changes. So yes, we can be healthy at any size, but that doesn't mean we can continue to be healthy with unhealthy habits, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is that you can't eat burgers and fries every night, do a blood test that shows you are healthy, meaning you don't have diabetes now, and then claim that I am healthy, therefore I can continue to have the burgers and the fries every night. Because even though you may be healthy today, if you continue the unhealthy habits, it is more likely that you may develop those metabolic conditions. You may develop this heart disease and all these other problems. And that's why I am passionate about helping teenagers get into a healthy lifestyle, build early these healthy habits that will keep them safe and will prevent them from having all these complications, not only now, but also when they're 30, 40, 50 years and older. The ways that we do this is with small sustainable change. Like you can't just continue to do the same unhealthy habits you're doing and say, oh, everything is fine because nothing is wrong with me. You have to start making smaller changes. And what are some of those smaller changes? Like One small change is add a little bit of protein to every meal so you decrease your cravings. Do a little more exercise. Try to drink enough water every day. Try to sleep 8 to 10 hours. Move your body at least 1 hour per day if possible. So all these small little habits that they don't have to happen all at once, but you need someone to support you and so that you live it, so that it becomes part of who you are. So it's not something like that you do for a little bit and then you forget about it. And I think this study showed us that it's not too late and it's a perfect opportunity to intervene and start doing things differently when you're a teenager and when you're in childhood, because that can improve your future risk for all these conditions. I hope this was helpful. You can visit my lifestyleforteens.com and check my free resources, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, I invite you to come check out the LIFT program. It's Dr. Gourgari's 12-week coaching program for teens and their moms, where we take all this information, we apply it to your daily life, and we work together so your teenager learns how to create a healthy lifestyle so they can feel happier, more confident, less stressed, and love their body again. Visit the website at lifestyleforteens.com and click on the Work With Me and free resources to learn more about this program and get free help to start this journey right away. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Lifestyle and Weight Loss for Teens.